I didn't have much, but because we've been starting this tech thing, I just wanted to drop some information. Now, I don't know if this is actually useful to anybody, but I'm going to share. One of the interesting things about Brother hoops, because this is one of the things you can buy, because Brother and Baby Lock are so prolific, you can often find aftermarket hoops. And I sometimes will caution people, careful what you're going to pick up on Amazon for half the price of a Brother because it might not work properly. And I'm not saying that it won't, but I'm going to show you what to look for so you know if the hoop's going to work right. If you look at this hoop here, you'll notice, mine looks funny. Sorry. I don't know if that's going to, if you look closely on here.
You want me to get out of your way?
Fine. If you look, see these little nubs on top? Notice the position of those nubs.
Nubs, butts, tips.
Compared to the
Got a lot going on tonight.
You see that, and you see on that hoop the nubs are different? That's how the machine knows which hoop you have on the machine. Those little,
Where's that nub?
These little nubs here correspond with your different hoop sizes. So if you look at your hoops, you'll find that each one of your different sizes has a different combination of nubs. And what's interesting, so if you look at, for example, like the magnetic hoops, the nubs of a 5x7 magnetic hoop will be the same as the 5x7 of your regular hoop. So that's where, if you were curious, that's where the machine is getting its information about the hoop size, is based on those little nubs right there on the edge. So if you have a machine that's not reading your hoop size properly,
could be your nubs.
Could be your nubs. Well, what it is, if you look inside the arm, heck, while we're doing this, I'll show you. We'll go all out. And in fact, I'm waiting
Just push me out of the way.
In fact, I'm waiting for a part to come in so I can fix this for somebody's machine. But if you look inside, you see those things right there in the middle? Those are little levers that the nubs hit against, and depending the combination and how many are pushed down, that's how it decides what hoop size you have. And I'm like I said, I'm waiting for this to come in because somebody accidentally snapped one of those off.
Wow.
So now it doesn't read. I don't know if
That's good to know, Brent, because Tina had a hoop that wasn't reading right.
And what may happen if your hoop's not reading right, it could be that the little fingers in there are broken or misaligned.
Or pushed in and they need to be cut out.
Because if you get some fuzz or dust in there, it might not actuate back out. So it might, where it thinks, where this is pushing it in, it didn't come back out when you changed it, so it thinks it has a different size hoop in there.
That's why hitting it worked then.
Yes. Yeah, just hit it with a hammer.
Back out, and then we didn't know why it worked, but it worked.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Yeah. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
But yeah, that's how the machine knows hoop size. That's how the any of
Did not know that.
the NQ series and above know the different size hoops is that little nub and those fingers in there. I think there's 4 or 5. The combination thereof will tell it what size hoop. So if you are running into issues where it doesn't recognize your hoop, just kind of look in there. Sometimes you can just brush it out. But the other thing too is like if you bought a hoop, an aftermarket hoop,
And they're not.
and the machining quality isn't good enough, it might not be actuating it properly.
Interesting.
So that's
I did not know that.
more you know. Like I said, it's one of those. I don't
That's
know
a
if
good
it's
thing to know.
it's kind of useless information. But if you ever get on
It's
Jeopardy,
not useless because I've had people who they like, I doesn't recognize my hoop, doesn't recognize my hoop, doesn't recognize my hoop.
and if you get on Jeopardy, it's like what are the nubs used for on the hoops?
Now you'll know.
That's right.
On Jeopardy though, you have to ask it as a question.
What are nubs?
Interesting, I did not know
Okay,
that.
well, that's all I
I
had.
love that, I love that.